It is so hot outside. The heat index today is 108 here. We still gotta eat, but I don't wanna heat up the kitchen. So I'm gonna use my Instant Pot. We're also gonna be using the Crockpot. We're gonna be using the air fryer. Small appliances that won't heat up the whole kitchen. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. For our first meal, we're gonna be utilizing the Instant Pot. I don't use this quite as much as I used to, and honestly, I'm not sure why, because it's so good. I went on the hunt for a beef stroganoff in the Instant Pot that did not include cream cheese, because if you know, you know. And I found one. It's very, very easy, and we're gonna get started. Y'all, this protective covering has been on here for years, apparently. I was just like about to press buttons and it felt weird, and so I started kind of peeling. Never took this off. I've had this thing for years. Anywho, so it's nice and clean. I'm gonna hit the saute function, and we're gonna let this heat up, and while it's heating up, I'm gonna add in 3 tablespoons of butter, and we're gonna let that melt down. I also need to wipe down these mushrooms and slice them. I ordered sliced mushrooms from my Instacart order, but they were out. So I've got to slice these real quick while this is starting to heat up. Okay, I've got to be kind of quick because my butter is already steaming, but I'm gonna throw these in as I go. I have to say, I'm really impressed with Cole. He used to really hate mushrooms, but he's come around. He doesn't hate them quite as much anymore. He actually, I think, kind of likes them. I'm going to get those sauteing. Let's add in some garlic too. About a tablespoon of garlic. Okay, we're gonna let that saute for just about a minute, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour out my beef broth and get that ready. So we need about 3 cups of beef broth, and I'm actually gonna add just a tad bit more because I'm gonna be adding a little more beef and a little more noodles than this calls for. So mine's like 3 1/4 cups. We're gonna pour in that beef broth, and you just wanna scrape up the bottom and make sure there's no stuck on pieces on the bottom. I don't think there are, but next let's add the Dove sauce. I'm not saying dove like a bird, saying dub like W. This calls for a good bit of this. We need 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the recipe calls for 2 pounds of stew meat. I've got 2 1/4 pounds, so that's why I wasn't too concerned about doing a little more beef broth, because I've also got 12 ounces of egg noodles, and I think the recipe calls for 10. So I thought this recipe was interesting because you don't saute the beef first. All right, so let's put our lid on, and we're going to turn it to sealing. So I've hit cancel to turn off the saute function. We're gonna pressure cook for 15 minutes. So I totally forgot a step. When we were done sauteing the mushrooms, I was supposed to coat them in all-purpose flour. I didn't do that. Not sure why. Guess I just got in a hurry. So we're gonna add it now. Probably not the smartest idea, but it is still gonna cook. The flour will still cook, and I think it will still help kind of thicken things up. But don't be like me. Do it right the first time. Always check the description box for the recipe because it's there and it will tell you how to do it. Don't be like me. We've got 1 minute left. As soon as this is done, we are gonna do a quick release, and then we're gonna pour in our egg noodles. Now the recipe calls for 10 ounces of egg noodles. I've got 12 ounces, which is fine because we have a little more beef than it called for. So I'm just gonna use the whole bag. It does say to stir these in. I'll stir them in as best as I can. And then we are going to set this to sealing and do a pressure cook for 3 minutes just to cook our egg noodles. And then we should be done. Okay, I'm gonna pop my little Instant Pot clip on here just to hold it in place. Oh yeah, they're good and soft. Oh, this smells so good. All right, now we need to add in about 1/2 cup of sour cream. I'm just gonna eyeball this. And then if you want to thicken up the sauce, you can turn it over to the soup function, and we can make a little cornstarch slurry to add in here. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. Let's see. Honestly, I don't think there's enough soup in here to really even worry about that. We're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna test this. It says to test it and see if you need salt and pepper. So I'm gonna do that. I do think it needs a little salt and pepper, so that's what I'm gonna do. And this is ready. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love beef stroganoff. Okay, let's plate this up. I've really been working on making our home a healthier place for the last couple of years. I've been switching to more and more organic foods. We've even been growing our own produce in our indoor garden. I've switched to some better for you beauty products. So it just made sense that I would make the switch and drop the toxins for our cleaning products in our home. I've been using Branch Basics for about a year now, and I'm very happy to be partnering with them on this portion of today's video. For decades, I've been using popular cleaning products that have a lot of harmful toxins added in just because I thought that was the only way to get rid of germs and bacteria in my home. When I first heard about and read about Branch Basics and how they remove germs and bacteria without the toxins, I was very intrigued. I started out with their premium starter kit about a year ago. I got the plastic. I just recently upgraded to the glass bottles. When it first came in, I was just super excited to give it a try and test it all over our home. And I was pleasantly surprised at how well it worked, but also I love the fact that I'm not just going through a bottle of cleaner and then throwing away that bottle and having to buy a new bottle. I just get to refill it with a concentrate and water, so it's less waste. And there's really no guesswork in filling them up. There are lines on the bottle that tell you how far to fill it up with water, how much of the concentrate to add. It's very, very foolproof. And while I'm at it, let me tell you, the concentrate bottle that it comes with lasts a long time. You don't go through that thing very quickly, so you get a lot of refills out of it. While I love so many of the products from Branch Basics, my favorites are probably the all-purpose cleaner. I use that every single day, multiple times a day. And I love their laundry kit as well. It's got the laundry liquid, and then it has the Oxygen Boost powder. I can say that, Oxygen Boost powder. I also love their hand soap. So good. I use the all-purpose cleaner the most in my kitchen. I use it on my granite countertops. It leaves them streak-free. There's not a strong fragrance left behind. It's perfect. And in our house, we have white bath towels. So when I do the laundry and I use their laundry liquid plus that Oxygen Boost powder, it really whitens them, keeps them super soft without a strong scent left behind. So if you are interested in ditching the toxins to make your home a better for you space, be sure to check out Branch Basics. I've got a link in my description box below, and when you use code Mandy15, you're going to save 15% off of the premium starter kit, which is where I recommend starting, just because it gives you so many options and so many ways to clean your house without the toxins.
Beef stroganoff.
Stroganoff?
Strog. Is it not strog or is it strog?
I say strog.
Strog or strog?
I don't know.
It looks good.
It does look good.
This is the proper application for the egg noodles, I must say.
Yes.
So we've got egg noodles here in that stroganoff flavor. Ooh, the meat is tender, I can tell already. Here we go.
Good.
Oh yeah. Beefy.
Yes.
Beefy flavors. I love the boldness of those beefy flavors.
Good.
I get the sense that maybe some Worcestershire sauce in
There
here.
is. There's a good bit, actually.
That is really good. Very
Yay.
tasty.
I'm so glad.
And the meat is super tender.
Yay. That's the good thing about the Instant Pot. It will tenderize some meat quick.
That is good. And I see the sauce on there too.
Yeah.
So it's got a good bit of sauce in there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. This is actually really, really tasty.
Mm-hmm. The meat is so tender.
That Instant Pot always does the trick, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Stroganoff. Is that Russian? German? I don't know.
Oh, it's German.
No.
Russian, maybe.
That sounds Russian.
It does sound Russian.
Yeah.
What is it?
We'll have to Google it. This is a great lunch.
Mm-hmm. Simple flavors,
Mm-hmm.
but bold and just a hearty meal.
Yes. Very hearty, beefy, perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Great flavors in that sauce there.
So a lot of beef stroganoff recipes use cream cheese. This one does not. You're welcome.
Boom. We can survive without the cream cheese, can't we? How has your day been?
Good.
Been good?
Yeah.
Have a good day?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
How has your day been?
They've been great.
Like we haven't been together all day.
Fantastic, yeah. I've seen you around in there in the kitchen.
Uh-huh. So even though I messed up and didn't add the flour in when I was supposed to, it still worked out. Everything was okay. So let that inspire you if you tend to mess up recipes. I do too, all the time.
Yeah.
But it's usually fixable. It's usually not that big a deal. So don't take it too seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously. And you'll have a lot more fun in the kitchen. Tonight for our okay. Tonight for our second meal, we are just doing air fryer sausage and potatoes. It could not get any easier. The prep is super quick, and then of course the air fryer makes it very quick too, so let's do it. To get started, I need to rinse these potatoes. This is fun. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, let's throw these in this bowl. They're very wet, so I'm just gonna dry them off just a little bit. We're gonna be adding some olive oil here in with them, along with some seasonings. The recipe doesn't tell us to, but Stephen told us to. We're gonna cut these in half. Is that all of them? Oh, one got away. In with our potatoes, we're gonna put in some chunks of red onion. Let's do about half of this red onion. All right, now we're just gonna add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, they're good and coated. Let's add some salt and pepper. I've got some dried thyme that we're gonna sprinkle into, about a teaspoon of that. We're just gonna toss all that together. Now we need to preheat our air fryer. Just kidding, one other thing. Minced garlic. Let's toss that together. And then we'll preheat the air fryer. Preheating to 350. So just in case that minced garlic is not quite enough, let's just add a little more garlic powder in there, just to give it a little more of that garlic flavor. It's done preheating. We don't need to spray it because our potatoes have so much olive oil already on them, so they're good. Okay, spread that out in a single layer. So it's going in at 350. Let's do about 18 minutes and we'll shake it about halfway through. Okay, I've got a beef smoked sausage. You could use kielbasa, andouille sausage, whatever you want, chicken sausage. And I'm just gonna slice this up. Okay, that looks really good. Now, we're gonna add in our sausage. This is gonna go back in at 350 for about, we'll look at it at about 6 minutes. I've got some broccoli steaming here on the stove as well. Oh my gosh. So much yes. We're gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon juice over top and then just throw the lemon in there because, you know, that's what we do. I didn't mean to do that.
This is a simple but effective meat and potatoes recipe.
That's meat and taters right there.
I guarantee it. Let's give her a try. See what we got here. Mmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Amazing. I'm glad we added that garlic powder.
Okay.
Get the thyme and the garlic. Mm-hmm. And then the flavor of the smoked sausage.
Yeah. Can you taste any lemon on it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
That was the first thing that you hit.
Okay,
the lemon just brightens everything up.
Yeah.
It's really, really tasty.
Okay.
And the potatoes are perfectly cooked.
Awesome.
This is really good. Good job, babe.
Thanks.
You did good.
Thanks for your help.
Not a problem. I was, you know, it
Felt real good. Yeah.
required some muscle, you know.
Uh-huh.
But no, this is really good.
Okay, taste the broccoli too before it gets cold.
Okay.
Let's see how that tastes
All right, let's do that real quick here.
with our butter and seasonings.
Mmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a quick summer meal, super healthy.
Super easy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really good.
Very basic, but that's all you need sometimes, you know?
How you like that beef sausage?
Oh my gosh. It's cooked perfectly. And I love that little bit of lemon juice on top of it. These are perfect. They are not fall apart, but they're not hard. They're the perfect consistency. If they're hot.
It burn your mouth.
Stephen created this little seasoning mix that went on the broccoli. He did a good job. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yay!
We've got one more recipe that is not going to heat up your kitchen. This one goes in the crock pot. Today we are making pulled chicken, but it's barbecue ranch pulled chicken, and we're going to put it on hamburger buns, make sandwiches out of it. I'm going to make a coleslaw to go with it. It's going to be delicious. So I'm grabbing my chicken. I'm getting it ready, but as I'm doing that, I am using chicken breast today because the recipe calls for it, and I had some in the freezer, so we're just going with it. I don't love chicken breast in the crock pot because if you set it and forget it, it's gonna dry out. It just will. So it is currently 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna be putting this on low for about 2 hours, and I'm gonna check on it at that point because you can overcook chicken breast in the crock pot and then it's not good. So we're using it today, but I'm going to monitor it closely. So I'm using my smaller crock pot just because I don't need a ton of room, but I've got 2 very large chicken breasts in here. To that, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of garlic powder, about a teaspoon of onion powder, about a teaspoon of smoked paprika. And if you're using the ranch packs, you're going to need 2 for this recipe, 1 for the chicken and 1 for the coleslaw. I just have this big container. So I'm going to do a couple of tablespoons of the ranch powder right now, and then I'll use some in my coleslaw. We need about 1.5 cups of any type of barbecue sauce. I'm using this Sweet Baby Ray's hickory and brown sugar. That's just one of my favorites. So I'm just gonna eyeball this. Okay, I think that should be about good. And that's it. We're gonna put this on low. Like I said, mine will cook in a couple of hours. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. You do whatever your crock pot is best at. Okay, it has been almost a couple of hours and I am going to make some coleslaw to go with this. You could definitely just buy like a coleslaw bag, but recently I've found that I really just like doing it myself. So I've got some cabbage here. Okay, we've got enough of our cabbage. Now we're gonna add in some carrot. Okay, that may be enough. Let me get a bigger bowl and we'll mix this and kind of just see. I think all I needed is the 1 carrot. I think we're good. All right, let's make our dressing to go over our coleslaw. For our dressing, we need some mayo. I'm trying to show you. It's always Duke's in this house. I'm gonna do probably about 1/2 cup, maybe a little more. That should be good. We need just maybe a teaspoon or a little less of sugar. That should be good. We need about the same amount, a teaspoon or so, of apple cider vinegar. And then we're gonna add in some more of the ranch powder. I'm probably just gonna do about a tablespoon, maybe a little more. Let's stir all of that together. Okay, I'm gonna taste this and see what I think. Oh, it has that good ranch flavor for sure. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more apple cider vinegar because I like it tangy. Now we just need to add our dressing to our coleslaw mix. Okay, that should be good. Let's take a bite. Just a little bite. Quality control, you know? That's good. It's gonna be really good on our chicken sandwiches. Okay, move that to the side. We're gonna check the chicken. Gotta check the chicken, y'all. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. So let's see if our chicken is ready yet. These were thicker pieces, so it may take closer to 3 hours, which is fine. Nope, it's already done. You see that? So this one over here is so super close. Okay, we're gonna give it another 15 minutes and then they should be done. Okay, it has been about 15 more minutes. These are done. I'm going to turn it off and I'm gonna use my mix and chop to go in here and kind of cut these up and shred them. Oh yeah, they're still juicy and tender, which is a good thing. We don't want these dried out. You can take these out to shred them if you want to. I just thought I would attempt to shred them in here. And that was pretty easy. So it's soaking up all of those juices. We've got that barbecue sauce and the ranch powder and oh my goodness, it smells so good. So let's eat. So I don't have any sides. We got chips in there if you wanted chips, but
I'm gonna go light today.
we are going light. We're planning on doing a little workout.
Yeah.
In a little while, so.
Little extra size for my extra size. Hey, buddy.
Oh gosh, don't talk to your food. Let's go.
Well, this looks really good. Smells delicious. I am looking forward to this. I'm actually excited about the barbecue chicken.
I know, right?
Yeah, this looks really good. All right, here we go. Oh, it's good and messy too.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, the slaw is amazing.
Good.
Really good. The barbecue flavor with the slaw, outstanding combination.
I'm so glad.
I love those flavors. Chicken is great. It's very tender. I mean, it's chopped up, so you don't really not much of a bite to it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's good barbecue chicken sandwich sort of texture that you like. You know, very delicious. Great barbecue sauce as well. Is this like a homemade brew or just the?
Kind of. So it's the Sweet Baby Ray's, but it's also mixed with ranch powder.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it gives it a little different tang to it.
It's definitely got some tang for sure.
Well, good.
Great flavor. Pairs really good with the coleslaw. You're gonna love it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna dig in. You keep eating. I'm gonna dig in. It smells so good, y'all. First of all, it's messy. Second of all, It's delicious. The chicken is perfectly cooked. You can just barely taste that ranch, but it just adds something extra to the barbecue. And the coleslaw is so good. So it is the perfect combination. I mean, look at it. It's so pretty. There you have it. 3 more meals that won't heat up your kitchen, but are delicious and perfect for the summertime. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, go check out Branch Basics. You can use the link in my description box. Make sure you use code MANDY15. You're gonna save 15% when you get that premium starter kit. I love all of my Branch Basics products, and I think you will too. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.